Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Canes will kick this deep to begin the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So Florida State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off.
Well, Kirk, you can just feel the emotion, the intensity of this rivalry game right now.
Well, one thing we know is you work year-round for a rivalry game, and now it's right before your eyes. Let's see how these guys play today.
Running back grabs it on the screen. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Powers through the tackle. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And I tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players.
Got space, looking to score. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Hurricanes offense comes out for their first possession today. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Hurricanes will crank up the tempo. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Here's a 1st and 10 play.
Boy, a nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. And for our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
Defense is coming after him. Using his legs here. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a 4th down decision coming up. And the Canes will have to kick it away. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He'll hand it off. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Off play action. He's looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now, the combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warrick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. And the Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Noles are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. On the run here. Lets it go. Catch made by the tight end. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to third down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Return begins inside the 10. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. An inside give now from the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. It's an important first down on that running play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Canes will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. final play before the end of the quarter. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. As we break for the quarter, Kirk, Florida State is on top. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab on the move. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. The Noles looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Snags the quick throw. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles. Now to try here for the extra point. They add the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. Now they get set to kick it away.
That makes the score Florida State 21, Miami.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The Canes will come to the line to run the hurry-up. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. He'll earn the first down, but paid for it with a hard hit. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He'll finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great game of play.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And Chris, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They had some pretty good players. When you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Did he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And he's got it. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking for a gap. It's Reed.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Bring it back behind the quarterback set now in the pistol. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket now, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string, but just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Throws it to the right. Touchdown, Seminoles. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And looking to throw now on first down. Gets rid of it on the move. Quick throw, catch made. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
The back catches it on this play. To me, he almost looks like a wide receiver on the design. A little toe tap at the end. He's definitely been practicing that technique during practice.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. They weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction. And a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Quarterback will throw it up the run-pass option. Defense finally able to get him down after the juke, but he picks up a decent gain. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. About time this offense gets going, it's a 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personal.
He's going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Oh, they get there. It's blocked. This will be touchdown just inside the 40.
Well, you can see him fly off that right end towards the punter. He laid out and got a clean block.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. The Hurricanes come to the line in a hurry up. Defense showing blitz here. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. And he's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or 2. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And looking for a big play here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Now the important point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Inside the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Down for the U. Now the all-important extra point.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get its top and preserve that momentum. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. They start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. They'll run it here. And it's good for a first down to the 36. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more. Here's the throw deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Knowles. Just ran away from the defense.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down. Final seconds of the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, between the coaches who have matched wits in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, Miami, Florida State is must-see TV, and today is no different. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. Return begins inside the 10. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. And their first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Motion now from the tight end. And they get the second half started with a running play. He shreds the tackle. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
Play action fake, looking to throw. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Fires it to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example the defense has.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. This one is incomplete, right in the back corner of the end zone.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
And the Seminoles line up with a 1st and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. 2nd and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Seminoles. And this one is getting ugly. And momentum really building now. Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Florida State 49, Miami 7.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Short throw complete to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. They're going to run it here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Now they'll run a draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This group has been clicking and really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And the single back takes the handoff. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Can he get there on the ground? Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Trying for a fourth down completion. Finds his man, has the first down. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47th.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Florida State. And the beatdown continues. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side on that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Florida State, 56. Miami, 7.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And make the tackle, but let's check out what that flag on the field is about.
Illegal block on the back. Return team.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. Finding space at the 20. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Wideout's now clustered. Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Hunter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the left side. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
What I love here with the quarterback is he knew exactly where he needed to go to get that first down.
And the Canes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down. As we break for the quarter, Florida State is on top. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And the defense able to stop him at the 2.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And it's picked off in the end zone.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here the
Here's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And that broken tackle will earn him 1st down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people...
Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Knowles. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
The score, Florida State 63, Miami 7.
Return begins inside the 10. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. 1st down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Cut quickly. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's going to pull it down and run. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. Man, I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Set to kick it off.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. No shot to bring him down. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
He's running out of time here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock. Instead, throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Quick throw to the left. It's caught downfield. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's complete downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset and are playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 14. Set to kick this one away.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They've got a big cushion here in the latter stages. Great feeling to be up big on the road. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. He goes down, and the ball game will end on that turnover. Let's be honest, all wins are not equal.